Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of One Beat, One Take Looperman Edition. It's the last week of February, so I decided to conclude the month with one last episode of this Looperman Edition, where I take a different loop from the website looperman.com and I try and flip, remix the sample, and make a beat in one take. Now, the first thing I want to do is change the tempo of this sample to 85. Now, what I'm going to do is show something a little different this time. I'm going to put it at 88. Now, as you can see here, this sample is all the way after the 9. I'm going to show you how we can change that. First, I'm going to play the sample, the original sample, before I start to change it and change the pace of it. So here it is right now, the original sample. So we need to get this sample to end at the number 9. Actually, no, we're gonna shorten this entirely to get it at, let's try it first at the number 5 and then see from there, because I may shorten it. Actually, first we're gonna just shorten it in general. We're gonna hit this icon, this as well. Hold it all the way to the side, and let's there we go. Now we got it all the way to here, and let's hear it now. Alright, there we go. So we need to first come up with an intro for it. So I'm gonna we're gonna unloop it. And now we're gonna shorten it. Let's hear it all the way at number 5. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's see how many seconds that is in case we want to increase it just a little bit with the amount of the sample. So we're going to do beats and time. And let's see what it's at. Actually, change it again. We're just going to do it the time. Yeah, I think that's fine. We may change it around a little bit, but for now I think that's good. So this is just the idea for the meantime now. Alright, we're gonna now hit the copy button and do paste. I'm gonna shorten this a little bit. There we go. We're gonna hit the L button to loop it. We're gonna just do it twice. And we're gonna decide from there if we should take like a different part and make that be like the area for the verse. Like I said, I like the structure when doing the beats chorus area as the leading point, and then from there go into where the area of the verse is. So we have that, and now we need to now change the pitch of the sample. So as I've done with a lot of the previous videos so far in this Looperman series, is use the pitch shifter. We're gonna go to 5th, raise the mix all to 100, and now let's hear some of these at a lower semitone. Let's try 2. That sounds pretty good. Let's hear it at -1, and then we'll decide from there if I should go with -1 or -2. Let's go with the -2. Next thing from there is we're gonna add some platinum verb, low soft verb, that's fine. Let's add a chorus modulation. Now in the last video I did for the series, I tried doing that on a guitar, and I learned from the previous installment these modulators don't go good on guitars. Luckily we're going to try this with this ambient vocal sample. So let's try a slow chorus. I think that's fine. Alright, I'm going to just do a couple more now. We'll do EQ. Now we need something that's not going to have a major effect, I feel like, but still gives it a little bit of depth. I think that's fine. Alright, now the last thing I want to do is add a compression, and then from there we can start working on the drum beat. So let's go with Type U electric piano and see how that sounds. I think that's fine. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit though. Let's try it at -3. Alright, so from there now it's all about coming up with a drum beat and figuring it out whether or not which type of drums I want to do. If I should do trap drums or boom bap style drums. Now the original sample of this beat is 85. I had changed it to 88 using the tool I had shown earlier. What I'm going to do now is first we're going to open, I guess, the EXS24 sampler. I'm going to pick a drum beat to start it off. Alright. So for starters, I guess I'll go with the Beethoven drum kit for now. And I'm going to make a drum beat. Hear how these drums sound over this sample. So first things first, I'm going to make the kick drums and snares, and we're going to then create a separate track for the snares and claps, so that way they don't on the same one. Alright, let's hear this back. This is now without it. hang on a second, just want to add another kick drum in there. There we go. This is gonna be for the chorus, like I've said earlier in the video. Alright, so we're gonna go with this, I guess, for now. We're gonna duplicate this track, move this. Oh yeah, we're gonna go with it down. We're gonna copy and paste this right here under it, and to make this a little easier, on this track we're gonna delete the snare drums, and the bottom track we're gonna delete all the kick drums, so that way they're on separate tracks. Because we're gonna try and do different mixing for the kicks and snares on different tracks. So delete this here. And now what I think I may want to do, just gonna test this real quick, because I don't necessarily know whether or not I want to definitely go with the Beethoven kick drums. So we're gonna go open a different track, and let's hear how this would sound with Ninth Wonder kick drums instead of Beethoven kick drums. Keep the snares where we have it, just to get an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these for the kick. Alright, so from there now I'm gonna add one of the hi-hats in there. So let's go to the ESX sampler. We're gonna do two of them actually. First one we're gonna do is we're gonna do two of them are gonna be from the Lex Luger kit. So we're gonna go near the C3. Okay. Let's hear this back now. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit. Okay. Now from there we're gonna now add another hi-hat, and then we're gonna do the main hi-hat roll. So gonna open the piano roll. Always like to start it with that one. Alright, and let's hear that back now. Alright, now from here we're gonna now go into the legacy kit, and we're gonna go to drums and percussion, and let's see what we have here in electronic. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the 808 drum kit, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some hi-hats in. We're gonna go with a basic hi-hat pattern, and then we're gonna start adding the hi-hat rolls as the beat progresses. First, let's find one. Alright, that's a snare, so that's not it. Alright, let's go with this. Alright, now I'm gonna show the trick I learned recently. I did it the previous episode. I'm gonna do it again this time. I'm gonna cut this in half with the scissor tool. Let's do it again here. There we go. And let's do it again on this one. And right here. And now let's move this all the way down here. And let's hear how this sounds. You know what? I like how that sounds, but at the same time, I'm gonna move this down and have this in there for later on, because I feel like it doesn't need those type of hi-hats necessarily in there just yet. Just gonna have just regular speed. Gonna delete these and delete these right here. Alright, and let's hear it back without that those rolls in there. Alright, I think that works for now. Might change it up a little bit as it goes on. I'm going to create another track here, duplicate this for the Lex track, and we're going to add a triangle to play as the snare hits. So let's find it first. That's obviously not it. There we go. Here and here. X this out. And let's hear this back. I'm gonna add a couple more into here. Let's see how this sounds now without this in there. A little too fast. Alright, there we go now. From there, let's copy and paste this kick drum we have right here. As you can see here, we're gonna delete this one right here. Okay, and we're gonna create a snare roll so that way it can transition into where the verse would be. Do paste. Move this down. Rather than cutting it in half, I decided just try and squeeze them in. Oh, it didn't do it. There we go. There we go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hit the shift key, and I'm gonna click on everything except the hi-hats, because I want to add those in. I already have those pasted. So let's go to 13 and hit the paste button. There we go. Oh wait, never mind. Only looks like nothing pasted. All right, let's just do it all at once then, and I'll just delete the hi-hats I have there separately. Move this down a little bit. So at the 13, edit paste. There we go. Hit delete. Go move these down. Definitely a technique I've done as of late. Alright. And gonna take these hi-hats here and move these here. Alright, so next step here is we're going to change up the pattern a little bit. Not too much, but just slightly. Oh wait, no, they'll disappear at once. And let's hear this back. Alright, going to delete this one here. Make it like that one instead. Alright, we're going to change this up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to open the piano roll. I'm going to copy and paste this. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Functions, MIDI Transform, Double Speed, Operate Only. So we've got a couple of them here. We're going to copy and paste them. Add paste. There we go. Alright, now what I'm going to do is actually going to move these. Take these here and we're going to move them down. Okay, from there, delete those. Take these here. I want to hear how this sounds real quick. If it doesn't sound that great, then at least I know in the future. Edit paste. Edit paste. Hang on a sec. It turned out the way I wanted it to. I don't believe it did. I'm going to do a copy and paste. I don't think I have it like that. Yeah, it's not the same way. So hang on a sec. Oh, I think I may actually see the issue. Okay, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. Made a mistake there. Paste. I'm gonna hit delete on this one. Edit paste. Now let's hear this back with a little bit of change into there now. I like how that sounds, but I'm gonna delete these here. These smaller hi-hats, I feel like they may not necessarily be needed as of yet. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create another track now. Actually, we're going to still continue to use this Zaytoven kit. I'm going to duplicate this track and we're going to move this all the way down. And we're going to see if we can come up with an idea of a chant. May actually not even have to make this that big of a long beat in comparison to some of the other beats I've had as of late. But let's hear this back. Let's add a chant sound effect in there. Alright, hang on a sec. There we go. Stretched it all the way out, and now let's hear some of these we have here. This may end up just being for the main melody area where the verse would be. I'm trying to decide. Alright, gonna duplicate this track we have of the main melody, and we're gonna do like I've done in some of the other videos, where I am going to add a phaser effect. We'll go to phase filter 2. Actually, it might be 1. Let's go with 1. And let's hear this back. I feel like the speed of this one may be a little bit too fast, so let's get rid of a couple of hi-hats. Now let's hear it back. Alright. Actually, nah. I think it may have actually been fine with it. Instead, I'm going to make the beat get a little bit faster as it goes a little further into the verse area, just because I know that it's going to be too short if we have it here at this part. So I'm going to hit the copy button. And do paste. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this all the way down. There we go. Move this all the way down. Oh, I just realized we're going to keep that, but I'm going to delete this Lex Luger bell sound effect. That's not going to be needed. So delete the bell sound effect yet again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this down so that way I don't get them confused. Which one is this? Okay, no. Move this up. Move this up. Now where's the bell sound effect? We have that here. Alright. Delete this. Alright. So we're gonna have these hi-hats sound a little faster. Now I want to hear what this would sound like if we delete these type of hi-hats and replace them with the other type, with the smaller ones. So we're going to do MIDI transform, double speed, operate only. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. We can do copy. Right here, paste. Let's copy these yet again. Actually, really gonna switch it up a lot when I do it like this, but at the same time, let's hear it back. It's gonna be very speedy. Okay. We can take these ones here, duplicate it, and they're gonna definitely increase now. Paste. Now let's find a different chant that's gonna be increasing the number. Alright, let's loop it. Let's hear it back. A couple of changes that need to be made for this part here. Let's increase this. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this yet again, because I feel like it still needs it. So it's a little repetitive with these hi-hats, but at the same time, kind of gives it like a bounce type of sound. Mo bounce. Let's hear it with that. Okay. If we change it a little bit like this. Hang on. I think that's fine. Hang on a sec. I believe it was. Was it? Right, let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, now from there, what was I gonna do? I was gonna try and change up like the main melody, I remember. Now, let's hear something back real quick. So I'm gonna delete this melody and we're gonna try something a little bit different to see how this one flows. Do paste. Hang on, what happened? Hit edit undo. Alright, copy right here on this track. Gonna hit paste. Let's drag this out. Bring this here. Move this here down to 23. Let's hit loop and let's hear how that sounds as a little progressive change. I like how that sounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this at 25 and we're going to extend it. Oops. And that's how the original loop actually ends, and that's going to transcend into where the original loop starts. Beautiful. So now we're going to do the mixing process. Going to add 808s, and we're going to see if we could try and pitch up some hi-hats. So for starters, let's hear the chorus and see if whether or not I should add something for the chorus or not. Alright, I'm convinced that it does need something. So I'm going to open this. Do paste. Wait, no, wrong button. Gotta copy and paste all these. So for starters, let's hear how this sounds if I were to shorten these. And once again, MIDI transform, double speed, operate only. Paste, let's hear that back. Alright, this kind of works. Not necessarily, not entirely actually. What I'm going to do is edit undo. Actually, no. Move this all the way down here. Functions, MIDI transform, double speed, operate only. Let's hear that now. So we got those there. That's gonna have a very different sound to it. And we're gonna do the smaller one, the original ones I had in there. I like how that sounds a little bit, but at the same time, I'm gonna move that down just a little bit more. So we're gonna delete this here and move this all the way down right here. Oh, hang on. Edit undo. Right here. I think we got it. Alright, right here. And do this again. We're gonna copy it. Alright, hang on. Edit paste. And to do it again, we're gonna do that right here. I do edit paste. And let's hear that back now. It's kind of similar to how I started it out. Alright, so now we're going to start mixing them and make changes along the way. First off, we need to work on the kick drum. And this is the 8th episode of the show, so I feel like if you have seen some of the episodes, you know that I often use a lot of the preset, plugins. So we're going to do Punchy Kick 2 for the kick drum. Go to compressor, and the last time I end up doing it was on rock kick. Let's try slammed. On a sec. Yeah, I've done slam, but let's also try it on just drum mix. Let's hear how that is. Alright, I like how that sounds, but I want to just change something up real quick here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and copy and paste this over it, and let's see if we can get a little bit of a different type of sound. Paste. Yeah, let's see this back. Alright, hold up. Just want to try one more thing. Alright, it's gotta be here somewhere. Hang on a minute. I think we have it in here, yeah. So I'm going to use the pointer tool and take one of these. Copy. Let's open it back. Okay, right here. We hit paste. I don't think we got it. No. Still doesn't do it. Hang on. Yeah, no matter what, it doesn't. No matter what it looks like. Alright, screw it. Next time when I'm working on a beat, I'm gonna figure out how to get that sound. Could try one more time, but if that don't work, then that don't work. So let's hit the delete button. Do edit, paste. So we're gonna do double twice. There we go. And see if we can move these all the way next to it right there. Delete this here. Hit the copy button. Paste. Let's hear it now. No, that is still not what I want. God damn it, this is fucking annoying me. Alright, go back to the original format I had it for. Obviously, it does not sound the way I like it when doing it on an 88 BPM. So we're going to do undo, undo, edit, undo. So we're just going to go with it for this one. Alright, back to working on the snare. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it on refresh. Let's hear it on refresh snare and hear how that sounds first. Alright, that's definitely too hard hitting. Let's try vintage. It's a little too hard hitting. Hang on a moment, we gotta fix this. Didn't realize this got that way. I'm gonna do it. Let's hear this back now. So apparently it did that for all of them. Alright, let's take this back. Alright, there we go. So we got the snares proper. From here now, we're going to do the hi-hats. And I'm going to try once again to, we're going to put them on separate tracks for the pitches. Do edit, paste. So for this one, we're going to get rid of the smaller ones on all of them. Wait, actually, hang on. I just realized. Edit, undo, edit, undo. We're going to mix these hi-hats before we do the hi-hat pitches, because that means I gotta do it for all of them all over again, and I'm not trying to do that. So for starters, channel, EQ, and we're gonna switch that to standard hi-hat EQ. So let's hear that back. Soft kit. Alright, now we can do it. So I'm going to duplicate them like I had done earlier. Alright, we're going to do edit paste twice. Right there. And right here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on deleting the smaller hi-hats in there, because we're going to duplicate them and do different pitch effects. There we go. Now for this one, it's going to be mainly these type. And we're going to delete these even smaller hi-hat rolls. Alright, and this one is going to just be this last hi-hat roll got right here. So we're going to delete that. Alright, now let's start this off. I'm going to go to pitch shifter, drum shift, raise the mix all to 100, and let's do this at a -2 and hear how that sounds first. Alright, pitch shifter, drum shift again, 100, and it's going to do this at -3 and hear how that sounds. Gonna see if we can change the main melodies. That doesn't work. Alright, now let's do it for this part of the beat before it gets into the main area of the verse, before it gets a little powerful. Alright, so we're going to do delete, delete, delete. We're going to delete on that. Oh shit. Hang on a sec. Let's fix that. Making a lot of mistakes today. My apologies. Paste it twice, and then we start deleting. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, a couple more here. Okay, there we go. For this one, all we got to do for the third one is just delete this part we have here. And now let's just do the middle part here, and then we could do where the verse would end. And the last part. Now let's hear that part back. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this part here, and then we just gotta do is mix the chant sound effects and then add the 808s. Alright, so first let's delete these. Alright. This one, there's really not going to be much to delete for this pitch because we just got these ones right at the very end. I believe it's definitely the rest that's going to have to do a lot of deleting for. Alright, there we go. Let's hear this part back now. I want to fix something with this actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this and put them back to where I had it, and let's hear how that sounds. I just want to hear how that sounds beforehand in case we want to go with it for this type, and then just have where the ending part has that in there. Let's hear this back. I like that a little better, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Alright, so now from here we just gotta do these couple hi-hats and add my tag and then the 808s. So I'm gonna copy the usual formula I've done for these type of hi-hats in the past. I'm gonna go with standard hi-hat EQ. We're gonna go with compressor. It's gonna be at VCA soft kit. And we're going to do the platinum verb at low soft reverb. Let's hear that back. So go lower that. Let's hear this change real quick. Let's hear this instead. I like how that one goes, so what I think I might do is I think that's good actually. Alright, so what we got left is just a few more. Let's do this hi-hat. Low soft reverb. Channel EQ, we're going to do it at vintage hi-hat. And like the previous ones, we're going to go to compressor. And we're going to do VCA soft kit. And we're going to decide whether or not we should raise the volume. Alright, so let's do is we're going to add the usual soft reverb. Actually, I should have just done it's too late now. Alright, whatever. Channel EQ. Once again, we're going to do vintage hi-hat. And compression, we're going to do that again at VCA soft kit. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same ones for this, but we're going to just duplicate it for the second track so that we don't have to just constantly do it all over again. So once again, low soft reverb. Vintage hi-hat. And VCA soft kit. And now let's try and figure out the volume for this. Alright, let's duplicate it. Move this up. so what I'm going to do before we do the 808s is I'm going to just get my tag, my beat tag. Let's move this all the way down, this down as well. Drag new tag. There we go. Move this all the way down to here. Mix my tag real quick. Platinum verb. We're going to go with ambience. And we're going to raise that all the way to 72. There we go. And now let's find the right volume level. Let's put it at, let's try 8. -8. Alright, that's good. Alright, the last step of this beat is we're going to add the 808s. So we're going to create a software instrument. We're going to go to the ES2, synthesizer 2. And we're going to go to tutorial settings, analog saw init. Change this to mono. Move this to the sound wave. Alright. I'm going to turn this off, make this envelope 1, raise this all the way to the top, increase the drive, increase the distortion, distortion, raise this all the way to the top, fairly high, it doesn't have to be all the way. Move this up a little bit, doesn't have to be too much. And move this all the way down to 18 will do. And from there, I'm going to open the channel EQ. I'm going to take this part here and move this all the way up. Move this up too. We're going to go to compress. We're going to go to limiter. And I'm going to move the gain all the way up. And the output level we'll do at -1. Alright. So now I'm going to have to I'm going to lower the volume on this, because in the previous times when doing this on camera, the loudness hits pretty damn hard. I'm going to do paste. And we're going to layer the 808 with the kick drum. So let's hear how this is. Alright, so we're going to continue to layer it and we'll decide from there. I think with the drive, that's going to definitely increase the bass type of sound involved. Let's move this all the way down to at C1. Hang on a sec, let's see if we have one here I could do it like that for. Yeah. Okay, hang on, I just gotta delete this. And the same thing for this one. Alright, so let's copy and paste this one. We're almost done. To edit, paste. And move those all the way down to C1. Alright, we just gotta do it for a couple more of the parts of the track, and then we'll lower the volume to level it. We'll paste the rest of the beat to see how it transitioned, and the beat will be complete. Alright. There we go. This part. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the exact same pattern, so it really doesn't make any difference. We're just gonna duplicate, copy this right here, because I didn't really make any changes with the kicks and snares there. So we're gonna unsolo all these. I'm gonna find the right leveling now for the main part of the beat. Lower the drive. Let's copy and paste the chorus. So we're gonna paste this right here, and let's see how this transitions into the area where I'd have the chorus. I think it transitions really well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste this. Alright, so we'll paste it here, and I think I'm gonna do it one more time because I know that if it's only two verse area, it might be too small of a beat, not very long. So I'm gonna see what it's, move it all the way to time, and yeah, 3 minutes and 49 seconds. That makes sense for a beat that is at 88 BPM. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to move this all the way down to where it would end. Hang on a sec. Stop it here at 86, and there we go. We have ourselves ambient vocal sample trap beat. So I'm going to hit save as ambient vocal sample beat. I believe I have that in there. I never had that in there before. Save. And there we go. Alright, this concludes this episode of One Beat, One Take. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Give me some ideas of what I could do for the next episode. And I'm deciding that I'm probably going to, for the next video, get back into chopping samples. So I may give this Looperman edition of One Beat, One Take break, but it definitely will be back. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.